Welcome back, Weather Kingdom. In this update, it's not going to be a long update, but I do want to talk a little bit about the latest runs on the models before I do have to leave. We're going to be talking a little bit about this lake effect snow event and our next two big potential winter storms. I cannot be on here for a long time, but I am going to give you guys a little update with a lot or a little bit of people. We're still going to give you the update. So in the latest update here, this is our low spinning right through the lakes here, going through near Lake Superior. This is bringing a lot of back end lake effect snow already. And there's our snow right here. This is our snow that's starting to develop right in here. Look at this, right in here. Look at that mini area of snow. This is our snow spot currently right now in the areas like this. And this is going to be some lake effect maybe for north of Chicago. Let me just quickly look at something here. And this is the current satellite. And then this is our jet stream right now, kind of like this, you guys. This is our way we're playing this. Pretty warm air right now. Yeah, there's definitely lake effect really beginning to show. Okay. There's our satellite imagery. I want to look at snowfall totals. Snowfall totals are a very big thing. I need to find the exact one, though. I don't know. I don't know where the... I don't know where the, snowfall map are. We usually have a live snowfall map. I don't know why I can't find it. Is it... I mean, we can use this, I guess. It's not the best, but I guess we can use it. This is snowfall analyzed from the last 24 hours, ending around 6 a.m. of Wednesday. This was some of the recording here where my cursor is. There was about a foot recorded around here, back in the lakes here of the... Wow, this was a little bit further south. I mean, up here only got like 3 inches, but South Dakota actually got a... Let me look. Yeah, South Dakota right in here got almost up to 8+ inches. Chicago, nothing yet, but that's just snow analyzing. Let's go into COD quickly. How's everybody doing? I haven't even looked at the chat board yet. I'm just this is gonna be a quick update. It's not a long update. I mean, up here only got like 3 inches, but South Dakota actually got a... Welcome back, everybody. If you are just tuning in, please like, please subscribe, get as many people engaged with the weather. We're currently doing a pretty quick update over this potential snowstorm and everything. Not potential anymore. It's already happening, but look at this. This is the radar. I do expect things to get a little bit more active over the next coming hours. We're going to use 12Z. And look at this, you guys. I'm going to go a little quick here, but look at this lake effect here. This is pretty tough going into Thanksgiving. We got a lot of lake effect snow bands. So potentially blizzard conditions if you are along the lakes here. And even for Pennsylvania. for how strong this wind is going to be, it's going to develop some very nice lake effect snow bands pretty far interior in Pennsylvania, like almost in central Pennsylvania. There's been some real data showing that your total snowfall totals could reach quite high away from the Great Lakes. This is only in the 48 hours, and look at this. Almost in central Pennsylvania, getting almost coating to an inch of snow. That is pretty crazy. And then, back in here with the lakes is, look at some of these bandings, up to a half a foot. But look at this, you guys, 8+ inches, pretty far away from the lakes here. And that's been recorded on the models in the last coming days here. And it's been getting more and more aggressive here, even for New York. This is just how those snow bands are going to really develop. And this is going to really cause some widespread, potentially, I believe, lake effect snow warnings. Because even with the NAM, look at this. You're going to have some of these bands that develop that could be narrow strips up to 8+ inches. And I do believe it's going to be a real issue going forward. Even for the Great Lakes here in the area, I mean, look at this, you guys. You're talking about at least a half a foot plus of snow, and I really think that's a big possibility going forward, and that's what I believe. Now I want to take a little quick look at the latest model data. This is the 12Z. This is for your Saturday around 1 p.m. Looks like Chicago's going to get your snow. All right. A good snowstorm. Even now for Pennsylvania, potentially, the models have trended even better. It's continuing to trend more south and colder. I'm going to like to see how this really develops, you guys, because, some of these models are showing, some snow showers making it into the Northeast, and I think a little bit more aggressive than what we previously thought. And I think it's a pretty big thing here going into that, because then the GFS wants to set up a second storm. And this has been showing now in the last few runs, but the Euro, I'm going to tell you, does not see it at all. It still does, but on the latest 12Z, it does not see what I'm seeing on the other models. Does that mean it's not going to happen? No, I'm not saying that. But the chances of something happening is looking very likely. And look at this. This is the latest European. Chicago, your state, all snow. A monster snowstorm for the Great Lakes. Even Ohio, potentially. And even now into Pennsylvania. I mean, this is pretty crazy how this has really come into a more of a concerning storm. I'm going to like to see how this continues if this does move more south. Because now with the latest Euro, you bring a potential snow event across the interior Northeast. And that has continued the trend more and more aggressive. And it's a pretty strong amount of snow in the upstate New York. And then this is our next storm. All right. It does not connect on the latest year. This is what happens. This is some light snow showers up in here instead of a connected low. What happens from the 0Z, from the 12Z, the 0Z saw a snowstorm. And it saw a very good amount of a potential snow amount across the Northeast. See how it connects here on the 0Z? Let's go to 6Z. And 6Z already had it already connecting like this. This is what I believe is going to happen in the 18Z. All right. A lot of the models are showing a potential nor'easter type system. The latest Canadian shows it also a little bit more aggressive than the last run. Thank you. Stay consistent. Appreciate it. Speaking on that, I won't be able to go live tonight or Thanksgiving or Friday or Saturday. Sunday I will be able to, Sunday night. But look what happens here. Canadian wants to bring a little bit of that nor'easter action. And then look how we get even into more colder air. I'm telling you guys, we are a long ways away from the lights that we are expecting. I mean, some of these models are going extreme cold, you guys, for weeks. potentially across the Northeast here. A lot of polar air that we are going to be really talking about. Zero Z shows it too. Look at this, you guys. It really stays cold all through December 10th, potentially. All right. The latest models are probably as coldest. I mean, look, this was this system, and then boom. This is our next system, and then we get into some other action here. We're going to have to wait and see. But there's one thing I can for sure tell you. The chances are increasing for snow. How much of it, still in the dependability. I will be going shorts. I am actually going to try and bring my computer and go live, but it's going to be extremely hard. All right, I'm going to be honest. Latest GFS keeps this as a winter storm. I mean, look at this. Across all the lakes here, at least 6 to 8 inches, potentially. And I do think that's going to be a very important thing going forward. I cannot stay on too much longer. This is kind of just a quick update. An afternoon update. I know it's not the best organized, but it's at least something. They also are now expanding winter weather advisories to 6 to 7 inches possibly, and this is no joke right here. Almost into St. Myers in its winter weather advisory. Jamestown, you got lake effect snow warnings for 12 to 22 inches. Another one here of 6 to 19 inches. Buffalo, I think it's going to be a little bit less. 22 right there. I mean, look at this. This is some of the lake effect snow. This is really setting up big time across the lakes here. And then we already got winter storm watches for the other. I'm not saying this is all going to happen, you guys. But the trending has been going there for a very active pattern ahead. Icon sees these two pieces of energy hooking up and causing a nor'easter across the Northeast here. All right, for December 2nd. Will that happen? I don't know. But the models are becoming in a little bit of better agreement that there is a chance. Will it happen? I don't think so. But I'm going to keep my hopes up. Okay? I want to quickly look at the CFS that was coming out. And this is our future long range. I mean, look at this going into the future. A lot of cold and a lot of snow potential. And this happens for weeks, you guys. I do believe that this is going to be we're going to be in an active pattern. And we're going to be just talking about chances after chances of snow. Will it happen? Probably not. Could it? Probably. Alright. This is the latest CFS long range here. And this is the latest pattern thinking. Look at this, you guys. The latest long range is even colder. This is an average of the models. Look how cold it stays. Long-lasting pattern. Looking likely. Will it happen? Probably not. I don't know. But, you guys, I really do need to head out now. It was nice talking to you guys. I know this was a quick update. I hope you guys are understanding. Basically, the recap here is snow chances continue to rise. I kind of showed you the